Hi, everyone. Dr. Linder. We have spoken about the uh, different types of tissues. In a previous video, we spoke about epithelial tissue. Another video, we spoke about connective tissue. Here's the third type, which is called muscle tissue. And then we'll finish up with nerve. But there's three types of muscle tissue. There's skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and smooth muscle. Cardiac muscle refers to the heart. It's the only place you're going to find it, and it's involuntary. It's not consciously controlled. Skeletal muscle is voluntary. It's the only one that's voluntarily and consciously controlled. Skeletal muscle is any muscle that will attach to your skeleton and move your skeleton. That's skeletal muscle. Smooth muscle is involuntary. It is smooth because these two look striated. These have many striations under a microscope, whereas smooth muscle looks very smooth, and smooth muscle is found in your viscera. It's also found around your blood vessels and around your organs. The artery has a smooth muscle layer, which can constrict or dilate, which is what helps blood pressure go up or down. There's smooth muscle around a woman's uterus, which is what makes the woman's uterus go through contractions during labor. A woman's uterus, the muscular layer reacts to hormones, which is what creates cramping during the monthly bill, right, during menses. So let's take a look at skeletal muscle here. Skeletal muscle and cardiac muscle, both of these, when we look at it, they have striations. Let's go back here. They have striations, so it's called striated muscle. So skeletal muscle is striated. They are multinucleated cells with obvious striations, meaning when the light passes through the protein fibers of muscle, actin and myosin, it gives it this light and dark appearance, light and dark, light and dark, light and dark, and it gives it this very striated appearance. It is voluntary. An example here would be like the triceps or the biceps. Any muscle that attaches to your skeleton, even your facial muscles, which can deal with facial expression, it's all voluntarily controlled. Okay, so this is skeletal. When we look at cardiac, cardiac is also striated, but it's highly branched. Yes, it's striated, but it is highly branched, right? If we look at this, it looks like here's one, and here's one, and then here's one, and we could see a branch, three different branches coming off here, right? Highly branched. But one of the other unique features that we see here, it's called intercalated discs. Intercalated discs. That's these dark bands like this. And all these are the junctions, right where we have these intercalated discs, are really where two different heart cells or two cardiomyocytes come together via gap junctions. We have gap junctions, which are needed for very fast, rapid forms of communication, so that this heart muscle cell and this heart muscle cell can get the message at the exact same time, so that your top chambers, the T for top chambers, and then the B for the bottom chambers of the heart, they can contract, where the top chambers are the atria and the bottom chambers are the ventricles. We want the top chambers to pump and beat, and then we want the ventricles to pump and beat. And it's due to these intercalated discs and gap junctions that both left and right atrium can contract in harmony and in sync. It's really important. Then the ventricles can contract in harmony, in sync. Thank goodness for those intercalated discs. The cardiac muscle is not multinucleated, it's uninucleated cells. Okay, and you have those intercalated discs, and you can see that they're branched. Okay, remember, skeletal muscle is voluntary, cardiac is involuntary, but they're both striated. You can't, although you can consciously and voluntarily control the movement of any of your body parts and your limbs and your arms and legs, but you can't make your heart muscle contract 92 beats per minute on command. Okay. Smooth muscle looks a lot different, right? If I bounce back and forth here, you can see striated, 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 smooth. Smooth muscle is smooth. They're spindle shaped with a central nuclei. There are no striations, and the cells are arranged closely to form these tight, interwoven sheaths. And they're going to be found in most of your viscera, most of your organs. This shows the small intestine, large intestine, esophagus, stomach. There's going to be smooth muscle around all of these, including your blood vessels. Don't forget, your blood vessels are going to have smooth muscle. That's what makes an artery constrict or dilate. That's what makes blood pressure go up or go down. When the blood vessel constricts, blood pressure goes up. When the blood vessel, smooth muscle of the blood vessel dilates and opens up, your blood pressure is going to go down. Okay? Now let's finish up with the neuron. Let's take a break here. When we come back, we'll talk about the neuron.